How accreditation helps beat imposter syndrome. Don't give in to it. I recently pursued the International Authority for Professional Coaches and Mentors, IAPC&M portfolio track to become an accredited fellow coach and mentor. And for the first time in my life, I came face to face with what I believe to be a severe bout of imposter syndrome. Naturally, I have experienced slight pings of self-doubt, a bit of fear of failure here and there, and I have more than once been held captive by a perceived need to be perfect. Perfect examples where a coach, mentor can help, all leading to mild, even healthy encounters with imposter syndrome. But the negative feelings and thoughts I persistently experienced once I started the coach-mentor accreditation process rose to a level of anxiety and discomfort never experienced before, even as I prepared for the transition to equally important life tasks. How to put imposter syndrome in its place. Imposter syndrome normally occurs when there is a tension between two views, yours and what you believe others expect of you. Or the tension could be between the standards you set for yourself and how you assess yourself as doing. Dr. Jessamy Hibbard. First, I coached myself through this by acknowledging my anxiety and the fact that the corresponding behavior showed up primarily as unadulterated procrastination and/or directing my attention to other tasks. And then I heard a voice in my head asking, rhetorically no doubt, why are you even doing this? Coaching is an unregulated industry, so I don't need to put myself through this. What makes you think you should be an AFC and an AFM? But there I was, having already submitted my professional coach-mentor portfolio of evidence and booked my personal interview and life coaching and mentoring sessions. So what now? Would I surrender to this bout of imposter syndrome, or would I find a way to put it in its place so that I could move beyond it? As you might guess, I chose the latter. That's one of the beauties of being a coach. I become my own best client. So it's my hope that everyone reading this will find solace and motivation by replicating my tried and tested approach to dealing with imposter syndrome. Naturally, different situations experienced by those with different temperaments and ways of thinking will require different approaches. But if you find yourself in the throes of imposter syndrome, you might find the following helpful. 1. Believe in those who support you and allow them to help you believe in yourself. From the time I reached out to the IAPC&M and met Aurora Dawn Campbell and David Monroe Jones, I came to trust and respect them and their expertise. It made sense then that if either of them had thought I was not capable of successfully applying for the AFC and AFM combo accreditations, they would have shared that with me. So, if I could not look at my accomplishments and see them as proof that I had every reason to apply, then, reasonably thinking, I could choose to consciously rely on my respect for Aurora Dawn and David to make my decision. 2. Do a gentle but thorough self-review. By gentle, I mean not comparing yourself to others. Coaches know this is fuel for imposter thinking. When you compare yourself to others, you probably only see their best and your inadequacy, which creates more angst. Instead, list and examine your personal and professional accomplishments, what you did, how, why, and when you did these things. This review serves as evidence of your knowledge, skills, and capacity. 3. Come to terms with imposter syndrome. 70 to 80% of us experience imposter syndrome at some point in our lives. You're not alone, so consider leaning into the self-depreciating questions and declarations raised by imposter thinking. You may find answering and addressing them helpful. First, because you might find an opportunity to learn and or correct a given approach. Secondly, because you can apply the evidence you've already gathered to help you dispel self-defeating rhetorical questions imposter thinking brings up. Coaches know that clients with imposter syndrome experience a shutting down that prevents their true self and abilities from rising up and being shared. If I'd given in to my imposter syndrome, I would not have achieved my APC&M combo accreditation success. So please remember that whilst imposter syndrome is real, and even though it is not a rarity, when you hear that voice that questions your value and efficiency, respond with certainty that you are worthy and absolutely capable, and you have the evidence to prove it. We can't all be imposters, can we? Dr. Jessica Hibbard. If you're looking for the support of an accredited coach, mentor, or training provider, visit the IAPC&M directory of trained, experienced, and independently accredited practitioners who have all had their professional evidence portfolios verified, authenticated, and assessed. Hence, IAPC&M coaches and mentors are best in class. To help you find the right coach, mentor, or training provider, you can download our free, useful e-guides here. All links can be found in the blog.